Oh yeah. Welcome back to Motor Medicine. On today's episode, we're going to rescue this guy. This is a 1948 Allis Chalmers HD5G loader. I purchased it from a friend of a friend, and I thought that I could make a phone call and have this thing just moved over to my place. No big deal, but we're kind of in the middle of nowhere in Benton County, Missouri, and couldn't find anybody that had a winch heavy enough to pull this thing up. So basically everybody said get it running, and then we can move it for you. So that's what we're gonna do. This has got a 271 Detroit diesel in it. It's a pretty hardy little motor. I don't know anything about them except for what I've read on the interwebs. This thing's all there. The seller told me that they replaced this manifold here. That's a newer part, the exhaust manifold. Yeah, so I'm learning as I go along. I don't know anything about two-stroke diesels. I don't know anything about tracked vehicles. So this is going to be a fun one. So I got a battery, brought some tools, brought some diesel, penetrating oil, ether, and I'm hoping that oh yeah, this thing was parked running, so I'm told, back in 2006. They said it started to develop in a fuel issue, and they thought maybe the fuel pump was at fault. But from all the research that I've done, what I've read, these fuel pumps really don't fail. I think it's probably got dirt or buildup somewhere in the fuel injection system or a filter or something. So we're gonna go through that and get it cleaned up first, but before I even attempt to crank it over. Clean that up and put some clean oil in it and go from there. So here we go. Yeah.
And then put them in some diesel fuel, let them soak, then put them back in there. All right. They'd probably be okay.
I got the head off, I got the hood off, I got the valve cover off. I pulled the injector lines, blew them out, blew out the injector ports where they line in, and it all came out pretty clean. So we're still working our way through the fuel system, cleaning it up. Bill's cleaning out the platform because it's full of leaves and rats. Oh, she moves! Watch my bucket teeth.
Under it. No.
You're under this side of the teeth, but you're on top of the other side. machine.
I've seen it run.
How
It's been a while.
How many years ago was that?
I don't know how many years ago LP was out here field and stuff.
Hot dog.
It was wrapped around something, but it was loose. I can't tell what it was on, but
Well, we got the belly pan off of this thing. There's about 75 years worth of crap stuffed up in there.
hey, I can see the light.
We had to pull the belly pan
I can
off
see the
because
fucking starter now, man.
we got this thing to crank over once, and then when we went to crank it back over and watch it build oil pressure, all it did was just spin. The Bendix on the starter refused to engage the teeth, so we're pulling the belly pan. We're going to pull the starter. We're going to pull the starter apart. We're going to clean up the, hopefully just clean the Bendix up so that thing will engage. Bolt it back together, and then try to get to fire up. Hopefully. It's a lot of greasy leaves, man.
Still recording.
Yeah.
I watch my language.
Don't say ass or crap or anything like that.
I already said the F word. I heard it come out.
I'll edit it out.
Oh my God. Oh my. Jesus.
Hey, the engine will run cooler. Yeah, this machine's been sitting underneath a couple of oak trees for, I don't know, 13, 14 years, something like that. 14 seasons of leaves dropping down in here.
Hey, there's a pipe. How about
I think that's like is that a pipe or is that a cradle? Yeah, I guess it's a pipe.
it's a hose.
It's a rubber hose.
But
or
it's all
something.
worn on this side,
Yeah.
and it's not going to last long. It'll be something to take care of while that pan's off.
I wonder what it does.
It's worn through the rubber almost.
Oh, yeah, that's no good. Let's pull this pan out.